War, it shapes history. It impacts lives. From the ancient battlefields of Greece to the modern conflicts in the Middle East, war has been a constant in human history. It is a force that can bring nations to their knees or elevate them to greatness. The stories of war are as varied as the people who fight them, each with their own motivations, fears, and dreams. And it always begins with a plan. These plans are not just random thoughts but carefully crafted strategies designed to outmaneuver the enemy. They are the result of countless hours of deliberation, analysis, and, sometimes, sheer intuition. The generals and strategists who create these plans are often seen as the masterminds behind the scenes, pulling the strings that will determine the outcome of battles. These plans, crafted in secrecy, often determine the fate of nations. In these dimly lit rooms, away from the chaos of the battlefield, decisions are made that will impact thousands if not millions of lives. The weight of these decisions is immense, and the responsibility is overwhelming. Yet, it is in these moments of intense pressure that true leadership is often revealed. Imagine rooms filled with maps, charts, and the hushed voices of strategists. The air is thick with anticipation and the gravity of the situation. Every line drawn on a map, every symbol placed, represents a potential move in a deadly game of chess. The stakes are incredibly high, and the margin for error is slim. The air crackles with tension. The faces of the military officials are etched with worry and determination. They know that the decisions they make here will have far-reaching consequences. The pressure is palpable, and the atmosphere is charged with a mix of fear and resolve. Each mark on a map, each movement of a battalion, can alter the course of history. The battlefield is a constantly shifting landscape where every decision can lead to victory or defeat. The generals must be able to adapt to changing circumstances and think several steps ahead of their adversaries. These plans are more than just military maneuvers. They are the embodiment of a nation's hopes and fears. They reflect the ambitions of leaders and the resilience of soldiers. Each plan is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to endure and overcome. They represent hopes, fears, and ambitions. The faces of the soldiers and generals tell a story of their own. The determination in their eyes, the furrowed brows, the silent prayers, all speak to the gravity of the situation and the weight of the decisions being made. They are a gamble with human lives, a calculated risk in the face of unimaginable uncertainty. Every decision made in the war room translates to real consequences on the battlefield. The lives of countless soldiers hang in the balance, and the outcome of the war can hinge on a single decision. The study of war plans, then, is not just about battles and conquests. It is about understanding the human drama that unfolds when nations clash. It is about recognizing the courage, the sacrifice, and the sheer willpower that drive individuals to fight for their beliefs and their countries. It is about understanding the human drama that unfolds when nations clash. The stories of war are not just about the strategies and the battles, but about the people who live through them. It is about their struggles, their triumphs, and their losses. It is about the indomitable human spirit that persists even in the face of overwhelming odds. World War I, a global conflict triggered by a single event. Germany, facing a two-front war, pinned its hopes on the Schlieffen Plan. This audacious plan aimed for a swift knockout blow against France. The goal? Avoid a long, drawn-out war on two fronts. The plan relied on speed and overwhelming force. German troops would sweep through neutral Belgium, outflank the French defenses, and capture Paris. It was a high-risk, high-reward gamble. The success of the Schlieffen Plan hinged on precise timing and the element of surprise. Could Germany outmaneuver its opponents and secure a decisive victory? World War II, a conflict that engulfed the globe and reshaped the course of history. The Nazi war machine, under Hitler's command, unleashed its fury on the Soviet Union in a campaign that would become infamous for its scale and brutality. Operation Barbarossa, named after a Holy Roman Emperor, was the largest military invasion in history. Launched on June 22, 1941, it involved over 3 million Axis troops, thousands of tanks and aircraft. Hitler, blinded by ideology and ambition, believed he could conquer the vast Soviet territories in a matter of months. He envisioned a swift victory that would secure Germany's dominance in Europe. The plan was ambitious, to say the least. It called for a rapid advance with the goal of capturing key Soviet cities and crippling their ability to wage war. It called for a three-pronged attack, targeting Leningrad in the north, Moscow in the center, and the resource-rich regions of Ukraine in the south. Each prong was designed to deliver a decisive blow to the Soviet Union. However, Hitler underestimated the resilience of the Soviet people and the harshness of the Russian winter. The Soviet Union, vast and resourceful, was not an easy target. The vast distances, logistical nightmares, and fierce Soviet resistance turned Operation Barbarossa into a costly quagmire for the German army. The harsh winter further compounded their struggles, freezing equipment and sapping morale. As the months dragged on, the initial momentum of the German advance slowed. Soviet counteroffensives began to push back the invaders, turning the tide of the war. Hitler's Eastern Folly had become a catastrophic blunder, draining resources and manpower from the Nazi war effort. June 6, 1944, D-Day. The largest seaborne invasion in history. Operation Overlord, the Allied plan to liberate German-occupied France, marked a turning point in World War II. Years in the making, this audacious operation involved meticulous planning and coordination on an unprecedented scale. The plan involved landing Allied troops on 5 beaches along the Normandy coastline. Each beach had a code name: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. The operation faced immense challenges, from fierce German defenses to unpredictable weather conditions. The success of D-Day hinged on the bravery of the Allied soldiers and the support of air and naval power. Section 5. Echoes of Plans Past. These 3 war plans, each unique in its scope and execution, offer valuable insights into the nature of warfare. The Schlieffen Plan highlights the importance of adaptability in the face of unforeseen circumstances. Operation Barbarossa serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of underestimating the enemy and the perils of overambition. Operation Overlord, on the other hand, demonstrates the power of meticulous planning, international cooperation, and unwavering resolve. These plans, etched in the annals of history, continue to shape military thinking even today. Section 6. The Fog of War. War is often described as chaotic, unpredictable, and unforgiving. The best-laid plans crafted in sterile war rooms can unravel quickly amidst the fog of war. The human element, with all its complexities and unpredictability, plays a crucial role in determining the outcome of any conflict. Misinformation, miscommunication, and the sheer fog of war can disrupt even the most carefully crafted plans. The ability to adapt, to improvise, and to make split-second decisions under extreme pressure becomes paramount in the heat of battle. Section 7. Adaptability. The Unwritten Chapter. No plan, however meticulously crafted, can account for every variable in the chaos of war. The ability to adapt to changing circumstances, to seize opportunities as they arise, and to modify plans based on real-time intelligence is crucial for success on the battlefield. The Schlieffen Plan's failure to achieve its objectives stemmed, in part, from its rigidity. The German High Command's inability to adapt to the evolving situation on the ground proved costly. In contrast, the Allies' ability to modify their plans during Operation Overlord, based on intelligence and battlefield conditions, contributed significantly to their eventual success. Section 8. The Human Factor. Beyond the Charts. War plans are not just about maps, logistics, and troop movements. They are ultimately about human beings. Soldiers risking their lives, civilians caught in the crossfire, and leaders grappling with the weight of their decisions. Understanding the human toll of war, the psychological impact on those who fight, and those who witness its horrors, is essential for crafting more humane and effective approaches to conflict resolution. Section 9. War Plans. A Legacy in Ink and Blood. War plans, often shrouded in secrecy and steeped in historical significance, offer a unique window into the minds of those who wage war. These documents, meticulously crafted and often hidden away for decades, reveal the intricate details of military strategies that shape the course of history. They are not just pieces of paper, they are the blueprints of battles, the silent witnesses to the decisions that led to victory or defeat. They remind us that even the most carefully calculated plans are subject to the unpredictable nature of conflict. The fog of war, the chaos of battle, and the human element can turn the tide in unexpected ways. These plans, while detailed and precise, could never account for every variable, every twist of fate. They are a testament to the complexity and uncertainty inherent in warfare. As we study these plans, we learn not only about military strategy and tactics, but also about the human condition itself, our capacity for both strategic brilliance and devastating folly. The plans reflect the minds of their creators, showcasing moments of genius and instances of grave misjudgment. They are a mirror to our ambitions, fears, and the lengths to which we will go to achieve our goals. Through these documents, we gain insight into the motivations and pressures faced by those in command, and the heavy burden of their decisions. The lessons learned from these plans, etched in ink and blood, continue to resonate today, urging us to seek peaceful resolutions to international disputes before resorting to the horrors of war. They serve as a stark reminder of the cost of conflict and the value of diplomacy. By reflecting on these historical documents, we are reminded of the importance of striving for peace, understanding, and cooperation in our modern world. The legacy of these war plans is not just in the battles they depict, but in the enduring hope that we can learn from the past to build a more peaceful future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fun and educational videos.